News 46 is brought to you by Golden Casino Group, where you'll always find great fun, good food, and fantastic entertainment, all at Gold Town, Lakeside, and the Pahrump Nugget. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson. News 46 is also brought to you by Humana, serving the community. Please stop in at 1397 South Loop Road on the corner of Loop and Highway 160.
Tonight on News 46, the commissioners approve a temporary marijuana permit, and we introduce you to a candidate running for sheriff. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Zach Reinert and Unette Gentry. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
A facility in Amargosa gets the thumbs up for now. It's Thursday, December 14th. I'm Unette Gentry. The Board of County Commissioners discussed issuing a permit for a recreational marijuana cultivation protection facility in Amargosa.
Item 9 is the same property, the same location. This would allow them to grow and produce for recreational use, and the state has set a price of, I think it's $2,500 a pound or $2,600 a pound. So we ought to be seeing a lot more revenue coming out of there. And so, Board, do you want to make that same conditions, John?
I'll make the same motion for this as I made before.
I'll second it.
Okay, so public comment?
My name is John Bosta, B-O-S-T-A. I have 4 questions for you. Does the acre cultivation, did they make an application to the Amargosa Town Board Planning Committee? Did the Amargosa Planning Committee approve and recommend those applications to the Amargosa Town Board? Did the Amargosa Town Board approve these 2 applications? Was a letter sent from the Amargosa Town Board to the county saying that we approved? I would like Mr. Lacey to know that the town of Amargosa has an ordinance for licensing and business licenses, and the county does not have the single authority over licenses. The town has its own license ordinance, and I believe you are overstepping our jurisdiction as a town elected board. And you are not following your comprehensive plan that you defer to the town of Amargosa Valley, because we have an approved area plan, and I'd like to refer you back to your section of 2.11 of your comprehensive plan that was passed in 2011. You are constantly having people in these plans, you are putting on zoning regulations that are approved for the Pahrump Regional Planning District only. You sent a letter to Paul Lima saying just the last 2 days that Amargosa has no zoning. The only place that has zoning is the Pahrump Regional Planning District. You are not being honest with this board or the people of this county. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Hold on, Paris. Well, I think you just covered it, so I don't need Darrell probably. Paris, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to thank the board as far as that opportunity to go and put in the corrective measures, whatever we got to do, and I promise, I guarantee that we're not going to be missing any payments. Beforehand, it was a scenario of not understanding the percentages and everything else. I think we've got that under control. We're working with Darrell. We're going to make sure all this happens correctly from now on, and thank you.
Okay. Just be sure that you know that the thing is going to be in 90 days. So in those 90 days, squeaky clean, make sure everything's good, and go back and talk with the town board in case they want to change their deal with you on the licensing. All right, all in favor say aye.
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 All opposed? Aye. Okay, 3-2.
The The Republican-led Federal Communications Commission has voted 3-2 along party lines to repeal net neutrality protections. The vote came amid increasing protests from the tech industry, consumer advocacy groups, and even some Republican members of Congress who'd urged the FCC to delay or cancel the vote. The net neutrality rules, approved by the FCC back in 2015, were intended to keep the Internet open and fair. Internet service providers were explicitly prohibited from speeding up or slowing down traffic from specific websites and apps. Under the approved proposal, now the FCC would do away with rules barring Internet providers from blocking or slowing down access to online content. The FCC would also eliminate a rule barring providers from prioritizing their own content. We introduce you now to a candidate who's running for the seat of Nye County Sheriff in 2018. David Hebert has years of law enforcement experience.
I have 30 years in law enforcement. I started in the Air Force. When I got out, I went to Los Angeles, where I was a police officer for the city of Arcadia. I went north to Northern California as a deputy sheriff in Yuba County, and then I went on to the federal government and ended up as the fugitive task force commander for the U.S. Marshals out of Fresno.
So what prompted you to want to run for sheriff here?
Ironically, people started asking me from the day I moved here. I wasn't familiar with their past history or what they were about, and so as a citizen, then I got more involved and realized that I had a lot to offer, so here I am.
Since you've gotten more involved, is there things that you would like to change, things that you would like to stay the same or expand?
Oh, I'd love to change some things. I think that's the biggest reason I'm running, is to diversify the department. Like I said, as working for the Marshal Service, I gave away a lot of money. A lot of people like to talk about grants, but I also went to Congress in 2002 to help write the Homeland Security bill from my past as an anti-terrorist individual. And so you have to know where to go get money. You can't write a grant. There's a lot of money up in D.C., and if you don't go get it, then shame on you.
It's an important part of the Nye County Sheriff's Office or any sheriff's department.
Well, yeah, the ability to go get monies and equipment is so needed. And what I've seen here, their scope seems to stop at the county line, and we need to diversify and become more professional and go get things that, to basically, as I like to put it, we need to go get our piece of the pie because everybody else is getting it. Because I used to hand out a lot of money.
Is there any opportunity that you've had to get to know any of the deputies or the sheriff herself now at this point?
Oh, I've met the sheriff and have nothing bad to say about her. And I've met some of the deputies, and but there's just the fact that you have to step outside the county and diversify to bring professionalism in. Otherwise, you're doing the same old thing over and over and over.
How can people find out more about your campaign?
Well, right now we're just getting started. I'll probably launch my website in the next week or two. I mean, you can actually, if you Google me, David Hebert, U.S. Marshal, you'll see that there's quite a bit of stuff on things that I did in the Marshal Service on the internet, if you want to go that way.
Spell your last name?
Last name is spelled H-I-E, B as in boy, E-R-T.
If any of the citizens want to contact you, can they do that? You have an email?
I have an email, but it's not working right now for the campaign. But like I said,
give you a call?
They can give me a call if they'd love to. I mean, I have no problem giving out my number, 775-225-2768.
And stay tuned to News 46. We have news about how what's happening with the national economy could affect your wallet. We'll be right back.